Arrested again. This man taken to jail 12 hours after being released early yesterday as part of a new state law to save California cash and relieve overcrowding. Now he's back behind bars, facing an attempted rape charge.
Let's go to Neda Iranpour. She's live at the Sacramento County Jail. The sheriff of Sacramento said yesterday when these prisoners were released early, this could happen, and it happened very quickly, Neda.
It sure did, you guys. Like you said, about 12 hours after he was released Monday night, he was then arrested yesterday for attempted sexual assault of a victim. And we do have Sheriff McInnes here with us live right now. And you were telling us earlier, this is something that you feared would happen, but it's kind of predictable.
I think it's absolutely predictable. You have people who have, by their virtue of their former conduct, found themselves in a position where the system, the criminal justice system, determined that the best place for them to be in order to keep society safe was incarcerated, that are being released early. This was very foreseeable. It also, unfortunately, is a product of diminished resources, where the state of California and the counties therein do not have the resources to keep people locked up for the period of time they should be. In this case, we're only talking about a 16-day difference in terms of the time he would have been incarcerated. However, from the perspective of this victim of his most recent alleged crime, that 16 days would have made a huge difference. And who knows what else would have happened in that time. The bottom line is, I don't like this. I don't like anything about it. As I warned the public yesterday, the predictability, the foreseeability of something like this happening is very real. The unfortunate reality is there's little that can be done to change it. And I understand, in fact, I'm not overtly critical of the people who put this law in place, because they were confronted with a set of circumstances such that there is no good solution, only varying degrees of bad outcomes.
And I understand it was to release these non-violent criminals was the idea, but this guy back in 2007 was arrested for hitting someone with a broomstick. Under the law, that's considered non-violent?
Correct. Certainly everyone would agree that to strike someone with a broomstick is a violent act. Under the specific statutory provision as set forth by this emergency declaration of law, assault with a deadly weapon, unless it involves the use of a firearm or serious bodily injury, does not qualify as violent criminal history.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sheriff, for talking to us. And obviously, this is a result of the release of these nonviolent inmates. There's going to be many more released this week and many more in the time to come. As the sheriff says, this means stuff like this might keep happening.
All right, Neda, thank you very much. Live for us tonight in Sacramento.
Now, of course, the early release plan was part of a prison bill passed last year to reduce overcrowding and save the state cash. 190 inmates have been released by the end of today. 250 will be released by the end of the week. And the state wants to release 6,000 inmates over the course of this year.